Welcome back to Locked Up Legends, where we uncover the most compelling stories from behind bars. I'm KDC, and today we'll dive deep into the remarkable escape of Frank Abagnale Jr. His audacious acts of deception and subsequent escape from prison were immortalized in the film Catch Me If You Can. But the true story behind it is even more extraordinary. Frank Abagnale's story begins in Bronxville, New York, where he was born in 1948. He had a relatively normal upbringing, but his parents' divorce when he was 16 had a profound impact on him. This pivotal moment in his life led him to run away from home and start his life of crime. Initially, his scams were relatively minor, involving check fraud and petty theft, but his schemes quickly became more sophisticated and daring. At the age of 16, Abagnale began writing bad checks to support himself. He discovered that he could manipulate checks to withdraw money from bank accounts that didn't belong to him. His natural charm and confidence helped him pass these fraudulent checks without raising suspicion. However, it wasn't long before he realized that he needed a more sustainable way to support his lavish lifestyle. Abagnale's most famous alias was that of a Pan American World Airways pilot. Using a forged pilot's license, he traveled the world for free, staying in luxurious hotels and dining in expensive restaurants, all at the airline's expense. He managed to fly over 1 million miles on over 250 flights to 26 countries, exploiting the trust placed in pilots by the airline industry. His charm and confidence allowed him to blend in seamlessly, despite having no formal training or experience as a pilot. In addition to impersonating a pilot, Abagnale also posed as a doctor. He forged a Harvard University medical degree and secured a position as a supervising resident at a Georgia hospital. There, he supervised medical interns and residents. Despite having no medical training, his keen observational skills and quick wit allowed him to evade suspicion and perform his duties convincingly for nearly a year. Abagnale's impersonation of a lawyer was equally audacious. He forged a Harvard University law degree and passed the Louisiana bar exam on his third attempt. He then secured a position as an assistant state attorney general. His ability to convincingly adopt different personas and roles was nothing short of astonishing, and it allowed him to live a life of luxury and excitement. Despite his many crimes, Abagnale was a non-violent offender. He relied on his intelligence and charm rather than force to achieve his goals. This made his story even more fascinating, as he was able to outwit authorities and live a life of luxury. In 1969, at the age of 21, Abagnale's luck ran out. He was finally apprehended by the French police while living in France. His capture was the result of a former girlfriend recognizing his picture on a wanted poster and tipping off the authorities. Abagnale was then extradited to the United States to face justice for his numerous crimes. Abagnale was sentenced to 12 years in a U.S. federal prison for multiple counts of fraud. However, his story didn't end there. Even in prison, his ingenious mind was at work, planning his next move. He was sent to the Federal Detention Center in Atlanta, Georgia, which would become the site of one of his most daring escapes. The escape plan was a testament to Abagnale's ability to think on his feet. By exploiting a mistake in his transfer paperwork, he managed to convince the guards that he was actually an undercover prison inspector, posing as a prisoner to check on the facility's security. His convincing performance and the confusion among the staff allowed him to walk right out of the front door, a feat that left authorities stunned and embarrassed. After his escape, Abagnale continued his life on the run. He returned to his old habits, using his skills in forgery and impersonation to stay ahead of the authorities. His life on the lam was a constant game of cat and mouse, with the FBI always one step behind. Despite the constant threat of capture, Abagnale's daring exploits and resourcefulness kept him free for a time. Despite his criminal activities, Abagnale's story took an unexpected turn. After years of evading capture, he was eventually caught again. This time, however, the authorities saw an opportunity. Recognizing his unique talents, the FBI offered him a deal: work for them to help catch other fraudsters in exchange for a reduced sentence. It was a chance for Abagnale to use his skills for good, and he accepted the offer. Abagnale's insights proved invaluable to the FBI. His understanding of the criminal mind and expertise in forgery and fraud helped the FBI crack numerous cases. Over time, he became one of their most trusted consultants, turning his life of crime into a career of preventing it. His work with the FBI not only earned him respect but also highlighted his potential for redemption. Abagnale's journey from criminal mastermind to law enforcement consultant is nothing short of extraordinary. He used his second chance to make amends for his past and to help others avoid the pitfalls he had fallen into. His work with the FBI earned him respect and admiration, proving that people can change and redeem themselves. Today, Abagnale is a sought-after speaker and consultant on fraud prevention. He has written several books, sharing his story and insights into the world of fraud and deception. His life serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of second chances and the ability to turn one's life around. Abagnale's story is a testament to human ingenuity and the power of redemption. His ability to outwit authorities and his subsequent transformation into a respected consultant highlight the complexity of his character. It is a story that continues to captivate and inspire people around the world. In our next episode, we'll delve deeper into the specifics of Abagnale's escape from the Federal Detention Center in Atlanta. We'll explore the intricacies of his plan, the reactions of the prison staff, and the aftermath of his daring escape. We'll also discuss his eventual capture and his work with the FBI, highlighting the lessons that can be learned from his remarkable life. The escape from the Federal Detention Center is one of the most daring in history. Abagnale's ability to exploit a clerical error and convince prison officials of his false identity speaks to his exceptional intelligence and confidence. It's a prime example of his ability to manipulate situations to his advantage, even in the most controlled environments. After his escape, Abagnale didn't just hide. He continued to live a high-profile life, engaging in further fraudulent activities while evading capture. His ability to stay one step ahead of the law enforcement agencies tracking him was a testament to his resourcefulness and adaptability. This period of his life was marked by constant movement and the perpetual risk of being caught. When Abagnale was finally recaptured, it marked the end of his criminal career but the beginning of a new chapter. His cooperation with the FBI was a turning point, showcasing his willingness to use his knowledge for positive purposes. It also highlighted the potential for rehabilitation and the value of leveraging unique skills to combat crime. Abagnale's work with the FBI involved training agents and helping to develop strategies to prevent and detect fraud. His first-hand experience provided invaluable insights into the methods used by criminals, allowing law enforcement to stay ahead of potential threats. His contributions significantly impacted the field of fraud prevention. In addition to his work with the FBI, Abagnale became a public speaker, sharing his story with audiences around the world. His lectures provided not only a cautionary tale but also practical advice on how to avoid becoming a victim of fraud. His ability to engage and educate others further cemented his reputation as an expert in his field. Abagnale's life story has been the subject of books, films, and television shows, further amplifying his impact. The 2002 film Catch Me If You Can, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks, brought his story to a wider audience, highlighting both his criminal exploits and his eventual redemption. The film's success underscored the enduring fascination with Abagnale's life. His books, including Catch Me If You Can and The Art of the Steal, provide detailed accounts of his experiences and offer insights into the world of fraud. These works serve as valuable resources for both law enforcement and the general public, offering a glimpse into the mind of a master con artist. Abagnale's transformation from criminal to consultant is a powerful narrative of redemption. It illustrates that even those who have committed significant wrongs can change and make positive contributions to society. His story serves as an inspiration to many, demonstrating the potential for personal growth and change. The lessons from Abagnale's life are numerous. They highlight the importance of vigilance and skepticism in preventing fraud. the value of second chances, and the potential for individuals to reform and make meaningful contributions. His journey is a testament to the complexity of human nature and the power of redemption. In our next episode, we will continue to explore the fascinating stories of prison escapes and the individuals behind them. We'll examine the motivations, the methods, and the outcomes of these daring attempts at freedom. Join us as we delve into the lives of those who dared to defy the odds and make their mark on history. Thank you for joining us on this journey through another incredible story from behind bars. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we explore yet another fascinating tale of escape and resilience. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.